Hey guys, KFARR back again once again, and in today's video we're going to take a look at a sovereign citizen who actually calls himself a sovereign citizen. It's refreshing for people to just accept and admit what they are. This is going to be Kennedy Walker, the guy from Van Balion's video yesterday, 2 days ago. We're going to do a little deep dive into his page, because in my opinion this guy's a loon. So we're going to just jump right into his page. Kennedy Walker, there's his face, 492 subscribers. The video we are going to look at is labeled like Sovereign Citizen Arrests Judge or some shit. But he also has a video on his page labeled 3 Cops Arrested at the Farmer's Market by Sovereign Citizen. Watched all 35 minutes of it, and not once were any officers arrested. It was just some crazy guy at the farmer's market looking for, quote, magic mushrooms. Now, this is where we're going to get into the weeds here. Apparently he can solve the war on drugs. He supports Paul Unslaved, right to travel success. If I recall, he was arrested for that right to travel attempt. He debated a frauditor. He's tried to arrest a judge. He thinks he's the only person to ever force filming in a courtroom, which that's not how courtrooms work. But again, we're just going to jump right into this video. Is him talking shit to the judge? Then there's going to be a part 2, which is actually, I guess, a part 3 because it's a third hearing. And it's going to be audio only. I'm going to show that because, again, in my opinion, this guy's a loon. Enjoy.
I think I saw you in the jail yesterday. They fucked my ass up in there. That freezing cold shit and everything. They did a number on me. For sure. Sorry, what was that? This right here is a 6-page criminal complaint, federal, concerning, first I'm doing citizen's arrest, and then I'm going to arrest people on all of those. Extortion, deprivation of rights under color of law, conspiracy against rights, treason, domestic terrorism, and conspiracy to attempt murder. Yeah, you got to do something about it, otherwise. All right, cool. Thank you. Don't end up in jail. Is this thing plugged in? Oh, it's not. See that plug? So I'm fair. I mean, I'm okay to go through it because it's not going to buzz me. And these signs are something else, aren't they? I've filmed in this courtroom before, and they tried to stop me, but I threatened them with citizen's arrest.
Now, I don't want to give too much away or spoil too much of the video, but he threatens the same type of shit, and they don't take him serious at all. So this whole, oh yeah, I threatened him with citizen's arrest, so they just let me do whatever I want. Yeah, I'm going to call bullshit.
This sign over here says persons and parcels entering courtroom are subject to search. That's not true. It's a 4th Amendment violation. No search or seizure without a warrant signed by a judge based on an injured complainant's sworn statement of damages, which just cannot occur for this.
So he seems to be another sovereign citizen who believes in the no victim, no crime fallacy.
Just narrating for my video.
What videos you make?
What's that?
What videos you make? Just like exposing corruption? Or?
Yeah, citizen's arrest.
Oh yeah, dude. So, fuck these cops, you know what I mean?
They're criminals, man.
Yeah.
This here is the 6-page.
They're the most dangerous gang around.
Yeah, for sure. This here is the 6-page criminal, federal criminal.
Against you?
No, against whoever's taking part in this against me.
Okay.
For extortion, deprivation of rights under color of law, conspiracy against rights, treason, domestic terrorism, and conspiracy to attempt murder.
What the fuck?
Dude, they fucked me up in the jail. They did not do me a service. They like froze me and they like stuck me on the concrete for like 6-7 hours. I'm all screwed up. I have motor neuron disease, so they dang near killed me.
Alright guys, so I'm going to assume that I'm qualified to talk about this. He stayed at a jail. It sounds like a jail similar to the one that I worked at. Now, I'm going to give you the ins and outs of how jail is not like the Hilton. So, some jails give pads to put on the cement so that people can sleep comfortably. With that being said, a lot of people are fucking dirty and gross. So they get destroyed. Some people try to eat them. Some people try to jam them in the toilet to flood the cell so that they can get out of a cell without knowing that I'll just put you in a different cell, and then they try the whole thing again. So that's probably why you didn't have a pad. Blankets can be taken away for a gajillion different reasons. If you try to, tie it, yes, your blanket can get taken away. If you try to jam your blanket down the toilet, I'm going to take your blanket away. If you cause yourself problems in jail, you can't point elbows at the guard and say, oh, they're corrupt, if it's your fault. And the rest of it, a sovereign citizen saying he has some sort of disease. Am I going to say he's lying? No, but I am going to say most sovereign citizens do lie about that shit.
All right. Please be seated. Okay, next let's take up State of Oregon versus Kennedy Walker, case number 24CR0709. Are you recording right now, Mr. Walker?
Oh, I don't answer questions. Pursuant to the Fifth Amendment.
How am I supposed to? You don't have to answer. I'm not asking you questions regarding the crime. I'm asking you. The Fifth Amendment of the United States Constitution offers you the right to remain silent against any kind of criminal prosecution or any kind of investigation.
Are you providing me legal advice?
No, there's a comment that you have to ask.
Okay.
So, are you recording right now?
Oh, I don't answer questions pursuant to the Fifth. I will go ahead and invoke my Fourth Amendment right to be secure in my property and my First Amendment right to freedom of press, though.
Is he giving you legal advice? No. He's telling you what you're saying is idiotic at best and just not factually or legally accurate. And then if I'm reading the room correctly, his legal defense seems to be, nuh-uh, nope, I don't have to talk. Which I'm pretty sure isn't how court hearings are conducted.
How are we going to get through this right now if you don't have Are you waiving counsel?
I am.
Okay. Did you fill out the waiver of counsel form?
You should have it, don't you? Do you not have it?
Okay. You're answering my questions right now.
I'm in charge of what I answer. I hold my own counsel, so I'll decide.
Okay. So here's what we're going to do. You have an electronic device that's beeping on your chest. You're not allowed under rules to record during the court proceedings. I don't know if you're recording or not. You don't want to answer my question. We are going to reset this till tomorrow, so you can come back tomorrow at 1 o'clock, and you shall have no devices on you of any kind that could potentially be recorded.
Okay.
And you do that with
At this time, I'm going to go ahead and place you under a private person's arrest under ORS 133.225. I'm including in this federal criminal complaint extortion, deprivation of rights under color of law, conspiracy against rights, treason, domestic terrorism, and conspiracy to attempt murder under RICO. At this time, deprive me of my First Amendment right to counsel.
Not at all. You're welcome to apply for an attorney or hire an attorney.
Well,
you told me you didn't want one.
I'm already placing you under arrest for treason. Treason is actually, because treason is something that enemy combatants do during wartime, you actually don't get a trial. So from this point forward, you will no longer hold the bench anywhere because traitors are not allowed in public service.
This is where sovereign citizens, in my opinion, get super confusing. I mean, like, outside of them being conspiracy theorists that don't know their ass from their elbow, this guy's actually trying to claim that someone else is a domestic terrorist as a sovereign citizen. Like, that's fucking comical to me. Also, how can the judge deprive you of a lawyer if you said before you're acting as your own lawyer? I think he said he's acting as his own counsel or some shit like that. So how does that make sense? Also, 241 and 242, not applicable in this situation. Treason, also not applicable in this situation. If anyone is the enemy combatant, it's the sovereign citizen. I took an oath to defend the Constitution from enemies foreign and domestic. Sovereign citizens clearly fall underneath the domestic category, making them the enemy.
At this time, I'm placing you under arrest. I would like to get a bailiff to transfer custody of Judge Hung, and then I would also like him to contact a federal agent to transfer custody.
Mr. Walker, you can tell me you're under arrest already. I'm giving you two options.
Pursuant to ORS 133.225, a private person may arrest another person for any crime committed in the presence of the private person, if the private person has probable cause to believe the arrested person committed the crime. I do have that. A private person making such an arrest shall, without unnecessary delay, take the arrested person before a magistrate or deliver the arrested person to a peace officer. Is there a magistrate here to deal with this?
Right in front of you. That's me.
No. You will never sit the bench again because you've been accused of treason, and you don't get a trial because we're at war.
Hold on, guys. I actually got sent a video of this judge right after he said this.
Oh, no. Oh, no. No, no.
Just kidding. The judge continued the court case like this guy didn't say anything.
I'm going to give you two options right now. Option number one is you come back tomorrow without any kind of potential recording device, and we can complete this process. Option number two is I can find you in contempt for inability to complete this process.
You're not a judge, and in fact, you're in my custody.
So which option would you like to go with?
At this time, I'm going to invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent.
Let me ask you this. If I let you leave now, will you come back tomorrow 1 o'clock without me?
Why can't we do it now? It's pretty obvious that I'm competent counsel for myself.
Because of the device that you won't ask. If it's not a recording device, that's fine. But you're not allowed to record during the process. So again, and if you don't want to answer the question about the recording device, fine. But the more you not to have any device on you tomorrow. So do you want to do this tomorrow, or do you want to?
You're no longer a judge. You've been arrested for treason. You don't get a trial. You are guilty under wartime rules already.
I need you to understand that I'm unable to complete these proceedings right now because you don't answer my questions. Or I'm giving you an opportunity to come back tomorrow. Which would you like to do?
At this time, I'm placing you under arrest under Oregon ORS 133.225. The charges include extortion, deprivation of rights under color of law, conspiracy against rights, treason, domestic terrorism, and conspiracy to attempt murder under RICO.
All right, so we're going to jump into ORS 133.225, arrest by a private person, and then I'm going to give you a comparable situation at the end. So Section 1, a private person may arrest another person for a crime committed in the presence of the private person if the private person has probable cause to believe the arrested person committed the crime. A private person making such an arrest shall, without necessary delay, take the arrested person before a magistrate or deliver the arrested person to a peace officer. And in Section 2, you can use physical force if need be, justifiable under ORS 161.255. So the comparable circumstance or comparable situation is me right now saying, Mr. Kennedy, random Sovsit from Oregon, you are under citizen's arrest from Michigan because reasons. That's basically what he's saying. If you're trying to arrest a judge in front of a bailiff with no probable cause, because you can't have probable cause if nothing happened, it's just living in fantasy land, my guy. Like, grow up, do better, pull your head out of your ass.
I'm going to give you one more chance, Mr. Well.
I'm ordering you to take this man into custody. I'm going to transfer custody. Are you the sergeant? Are you the ranking officer here?
Yes.
I am going to transfer custody to you. I need you to contact a federal agent, and this is the federal criminal complaint outlining all of his charges.
I'm going to try to work with you as much as possible, Mr. Butler. I'm going to give you no chance to come back tomorrow.
I'm ready to proceed with the hearing today, and I'm here today, and I'm handicapped, so I'm not going to be going through a whole bunch of unnecessary and extra steps, because that's not equal protection under the law, which is my 14th Amendment requirement. I am guaranteed equal protection under the law. That means that I don't have 10 hearings. I have the same amount of hearings as what's standard. I'm here ready to talk about whatever you want. You're the one refusing. And honestly, I'm going to tack on a disrupting my business estate charge if you do that.
Even though you're willing to talk about anything I want, is that a recording device?
I don't answer questions pursuant to my Fifth Amendment right.
Talking about anything I want. Well, yeah. I'm trying to do this. Mr. Walker, I'm holding you in contempt 30 days custody.
Your Honor, who's the complainant?
There is no complaint.
Exactly. I have a Fourth Amendment right not to be seized without a warrant. I need a federal agent here to deal with this federal complaint. There is no complainant. Lawyers, you guys know there's no complainant. That means I cannot be seized without a warrant. You cannot get a warrant unless you have an injured complainant that is going to sign a statement of damages. You don't have that for the original case, so this original case is not legitimate in any way. There's no complainant, and I actually moved to suppress the warrant because it's illegal on those grounds, and I also moved to dismiss the case because there's no warrant, there's no complainant. And I have a right to face my accuser. That'll be a Sixth Amendment right.
So if you guys have been around my channel for any amount of time, you know that this is probably one of my favorite sovereign citizen arguments. Oh, you need a warrant to arrest me. Normally they pair that with consent, which makes it even funnier. So if an officer sees you stab someone, they need a warrant to arrest you. If an officer sees you shoot someone and they die, they need a warrant to arrest you. If they see you rob a bank, they need a warrant to arrest you. If you're at a traffic stop and you don't want to do the whole, driver's license, registration, proof of insurance, and you decide, I'm going to take off, start a high-speed chase. When they catch you, do they need a warrant? No, they don't. Normally, consent is paired with it because what makes it funny is they think you can just go, oh yeah, I don't consent to being arrested. See ya. That's not how any of this works.
And there is no accuser. There is no crime. I've never been accused of a crime. You don't... your charging document doesn't even have a complainant listed or anything.
That's not my charge. I'm holding you. Okay, I'll give you one more chance. You want to try this again tomorrow without a recording device, or am I going to continue to hold you in contempt?
Under duress, I will go ahead. I mean, hold on a second. You're saying I'm going to jail no matter what?
No. I'll give you a chance to come back tomorrow if you come back without any devices and cooperate with me tomorrow.
And I will agree to that under duress.
Okay, so come back tomorrow. I'm not going to hold you in contempt. No devices, nothing that beeps or shines or they could possibly record. And then we're going to go over...
what about do I have a Fourth Amendment right to be secure in my property? Can't I have whatever property
You cannot take whatever property you want wherever you want. Fourth Amendment right is to protect you from taking your property.
But isn't this a public trial?
You can't bring a gun in here. That's your property.
Well, this is public property, and I have a Second Amendment, so actually...
Do you want to come back tomorrow and cooperate with me, or do you want to go to jail? Let me know the appearance of it.
Well, if you're asking me what I want, I'd rather proceed right now, but I certainly don't want to go to jail, so I will come back tomorrow if that's the only option available.
Well, that's not the only option. You know the other one, but I think it's a better option.
Right.
So we're going to try this again tomorrow. I need you to cooperate with me. I'm not trying to throw you in jail if I don't have to, but I have to get through this hearing. So we'll see you tomorrow at 1 o'clock, and I need you not to have any devices. And just answer my questions. I'm not charging you with anything. The state's charging you with a crime. I just need to get through it to get your case moving. Okay?
I understand, Your Honor. I appreciate your sympathy.
Okay. We'll see you tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Okay?
Okay. One other thing, though. At trial, we will be bringing up the Confrontation Clause again.
That's
so,
absolutely fine.
Okay.
But we need to get through several steps before we
Okay.
Okay. See you tomorrow.
I got it.
Okay, so that's the end of this video. We're going to jump to the audio version. I'll throw something up on screen so you guys can have fun watching that. But this guy's trying to use a weird offshoot of the Kim Blandino. I'm going to sue every judge, therefore no one can prosecute me and I'll be free to go. He's just going to attempt to try to bring everyone up on treason charges, therefore no judge can prosecute him, therefore he's free to go. That's not going to fly. But if you look at the image I just posted, the best part about this is the gems that I've discovered over a lifetime of dealing with the criminal just us system that can give you defenses you've never even considered. Caution, not legal advice. So are you giving legal advice or are you not giving legal advice? You can't be doing both.
All right. Please be seated. Okay, I need to go over waiver of counsel, so that in case moving along. File a waiver of counsel on July 10th. Is your intent to proceed without attorney?
Yeah. Yes.
And you read this waiver form, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And do you have any questions regarding anything in the waiver form?
No.
Okay. Do you understand all the rights, all the privileges, and all the advantages you give up when you proceed without an attorney that's listed in this form?
I comprehend what they're saying.
Okay. And do you understand that you have a right to discovery? That means the state has a file on the case. I don't know what's in your particular file for the DA's office, but if you want a copy of some of that file, the police reports and whatnot on that file, you can go to their office and get a copy of that and pay a copy of the hospital. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. Do you understand that you're currently being charged with attempted unlawful delivery of Schedule 1 controlled substance, which is a Class B felony, maximum penalty is 10 years in prison, and then fined at $250,000, and then count what's listed on the agenda is count 3, it's actually count 2, unlawful possession of Schedule 1 controlled substance, which is a Class B misdemeanor, maximum penalty is 3 years, 64 days a year, and $6,200. Do you understand that?
Actually, I think the first citation is wrong because I believe that citation, when you look it up, is actually a Class A misdemeanor.
Okay, so a sovereign citizen with drug possession charges. Color me shocked. That's never happened before. I was going to play this next painful bit, but I'm just going to cut it out. It's stupid. It's the state saying it's a Class B. He's saying it's a Class C. The judge just wants to know, hey, did that happen? We'll figure out if it's a Class B or C at a different date. Are you guilty or not guilty? And he wants to argue for another 5 minutes about it. We're going to jump to the end where he makes some really, really, really dumb comments that you guys are going to love.
And then if you understand you can change your mind anytime, and if you want to train later on, you can always hire one or apply for one later on.
Yes.
Okay. Knowing all that, everything in this waiver form, everything I've gone over, do you still wish to proceed without the training?
Yes.
Okay. Accept your waiver, finds knowingly, voluntarily, and intelligently made. I can do one of two things today. Number one is if you want your day at trial, then I can go ahead and you not to please do and set this to trial. The option number two is if you want more time before you enter a plea, I can set a plea date at a later time and have you come back before I enter a plea. Which would you prefer?
I'll plead not guilty now.
Okay. You're not guilty plea for the record. Set this to trial. The parties available for trial on September 16th and 17th.
You're asking me?
Asking both of you.
I would say yes.
And what days did you say? September 16th and 17th.
No.
He said not guilty. We have a court date, 16th or 17th. I'm going to assume it's July, but it could be 16th or 17th of fucking whatever month. Now we're going to get into, well, I couldn't make the treason charges stick on the judge. Now I'm just going to throw treason shit on the wall and see what sticks.
Great. We're done. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Your Honor, I'd like to take this opportunity to go ahead and place the prosecution under arrest for treason. I'm going to go ahead and transfer custody to you. And then I would like you to win. If you were a judge, I'm just asking you to prove it. I am transferring custody one way or another, so just so you know, I held on to hold them.
That's the end of the video, and I'm very glad to announce that no judges or prosecutors were brought up on treason charges in the making of this video. Now, he tried to use the broken system, broken trust defense in this one. Judge said, hey, don't record. And in his infinite wisdom, he said, well, I guess that doesn't mean I can't jam it in my pocket while it's already recording and just record the case anyway. I really wish the judge in the next date on the 16th or 17th pulls the chilly lawyer and say, hey, let me see your phone. Hopefully that happens. Everybody have a good rest of your day. Peace.